potential to industrialize. 10% of the water is also earmarked for industrial consumption. Why am I bringing this up? Because when water is in abundance, through Mission Kakatiya to the various projects that we have completed, 5 new revolutions are unfolding in Telangana as we speak. Now, what are these 5 revolutions? The first one, of course, is the green revolution. Telangana today is competing with the likes of Punjab and Haryana in terms of our paddy production, in terms of our ability to come out with world-class food products and agriculture products. I'm thankful to ITC, who set up a large unit in Tupran with more than 1,000 crores of investment. But I'm looking forward to working more and more with you, the rest of you, who are interested in setting up agri or agri-based industries, food or food-related industries in Telangana. Because we have a problem of plenty now with respect to water, agriculture produce, and what we can do with it. We, of course, are self-sufficient. We would want to ensure that most of this is exported, and we want to continue to unfold these revolutions and latch onto these revolutions. The first is a green revolution. The second one I'll talk about is a blue revolution. Telangana today, because before the formation of the state, when somebody used to talk about aqua, we used to think about Godavari districts, Bhimavaram and thereabouts. But today, Telangana is the #1 state in India for inland fisheries. Because of all the rejuvenation that has happened in the lakes and tanks, 46,000 lakes and tanks in Telangana through Mission Kakatiya, and because of all the new reservoirs that have been built as part of Kaleshwaram, as part of other irrigation projects, we have become the #1 state today in India for inland fisheries. Now, what does this do? Today, my district, Sirsila, Rajanna Sirsila, has become a hub for aqua-based industries. Now, we have companies such as Fishin, CP Foods, which is a Thai-based company. Fishin is an American company, who are wanting to come there and set up cage culture and culture tilapia fish, export 100% to the United States. Now, these are opportunities, again, which I also want you to kindly explore, because we have fantastic fiscal incentives. We have the ability to customize packages for you. Please explore these as well. The third revolution that's unfolding in Telangana, besides the green and blue, is pink revolution. Pink revolution is not that of my political party, but of course that also is true. Pink revolution is the meat processing industry that's flourishing in Telangana because of the improvement in the number of livestock, because of a program that we have taken called as a sheep rearing. Our chief minister says something very interesting. Whenever we talk about skill development, whenever we go tell him, sir, we have this brilliant new initiative of skill development, he asks rather, skill development is good, but what about the already acquired skill that we have in our population? We have people who can rear sheep, we have people who can weave beautiful fabrics, we have people who can do magic, because that is what they've learned over the years. What about them, the brilliant craftsmen that we have? So what has happened in Telangana because of the sheep rearing program is our livestock has doubled. Again, we are now one of the largest meat producers in the country, and this gives us opportunity also to create meat processing potential, not just for Telangana, Andhra, but also for the rest of the country and also possibly for international markets. The fourth revolution that's unfolding also is white revolution, dairy revolution. In Telangana, when we started our journey 8.5 years ago, our state-owned dairy, Vijaya Dairy, was in losses. But today, Vijaya Dairy has turned around. It is actually giving a dividend back to the state. Not only Vijaya Dairy, we also have Karimnagar Dairy. We have Mother Dairy in Nalgonda and Rangareddy. All of them are thriving. And therefore, you see a white revolution unfolding. And please don't underestimate the white revolution. I know of a company called New Zealand Milk Products, NZMP, from my working days back 23 years ago. There's one company which was earlier called Fonterra, or probably now called Fonterra. One company alone in New Zealand contributes to 8% of GDP of New Zealand as a country. So the opportunity to do more in dairy and dairy processing is something that you cannot undermine, you cannot underestimate. I would urge you to look at this opportunity as well. And the last one, the last revolution, the fifth revolution, that's also unfolding in Telangana. India is hugely reliant on imports for edible oils, and we want to change that. We have set on ourselves an ambitious target of 20 lakh acres under cultivation for palm oil. Oil palm revolution is typically called the yellow revolution. Now, this yellow revolution is also unfolding in Telangana. We are offering tailor-made incentives to those farmers who are wanting to get into this field. We're also offering incentives to those who want to come forward and set up oil palm factories in Telangana. So with these 5 revolutions, green, blue, pink, white and yellow, Telangana's rural hinterland is also going to see an explosion of industrialization. And I urge all of you, promising entrepreneurs, settled entrepreneurs and enterprises in this room, industrialists in this room, to start looking at opportunities in the hinterland as well. Of course, life sciences is exciting, technology is exciting, electronics, textiles, garments is exciting, aerospace is equally exciting, logistics, education, there's a number of other fields which are exciting. But I think these 5 revolutions together between them have the potential to create opportunities for millions and millions of youngsters. And to harness all these 5 rural revolutions, like I just mentioned, Telangana is also creating special food processing zones, like how we have ITSEZs in Hyderabad. We are creating special food processing zones with customized incentives. So those of you who are interested, I remember a day when I was a kid in school, when Hyderabad was the nutraceuticals capital of the country. I remember कि हमें एक बार एक्सकर्शन पे ले गए थे, बस में बैठ के हम लोग गए थे, शायद काटेदान था या कुछ और था या उपल था, याद नहीं है। एम्प्रो बिस्किट फैक्ट्री गए थे हम लोग, पता नहीं एम्प्रो है कि नहीं, आज याद भी नहीं है। जाते ही वहां पे पूरा खुशबू, वो बिस्किट वाला खुशबू आने लगा, अच्छा लगा। आज कहीं वो खुशबू नहीं मिलती है। तो my point is, we had our strength, we had our presence in nutraceuticals in a big way. We need to find it again. We need to start latching on to those opportunities as well. The last thing I'll say, of course, it's easy to criticize, it's easy to say a lot of things. India as a country needs to prosper, needs to grow. But if it needs to grow, then union government also needs to start looking at performing states, looking at states that are doing well, encouraging them, because ultimately India is a union of states. India, as defined by the Constitution, by the way, this is not my definition, is a union of states. And a federal republic, unless we play to our strengths, unless we empower our states, unless we incentivize performing states and also encourage non-performing states, we would be doing a great disservice to the ambition that we have for ourselves. You know, it's all good to give beautiful slogans. Make in India is a good slogan, but has it translated into reality? I had a meeting with the All India Medical Devices Association as part of the BioAsia program. The gentleman who heads AIMED, his name is Dr. Rajiv Nath. He told me, sir, we had 1,200 units in the past. Now 600 have shut down. We only have 600. We need to ask ourselves some hard questions. We need to introspect. We need to start asking questions such as, why is it easy for us to manufacture in China, import it thousands of kilometers, still sell them cheaper than our manufacturing, than locally manufactured goods? We need to have commonsensical answers to that. What about our duty structures? What about the availability of raw material? What about our illogical, conditions that we, not conditions, but in fact roadblocks that we put in the way of our entrepreneurs prospering and competing with the rest of the world? My humble request through this forum to all the industry here, to the people who have the ears and who have the ability to get an audience with Prime Minister and others, please tell them that there are states that are doing well, and if only the rest of India can possibly also do equally well, we would have already been a 5 trillion economy. If the rest of India actually did as well as Telangana did, I'll back it up with numbers. When we started our journey in 2014, our per capita was 1,24,000 rupees. Today, our per capita is 3,17,000 rupees. Our gross state domestic product back in 2014 was 5,06,000 crores. Today, it is 13,27,000 crores. On both these counts, we have risen. We have enhanced by 155 and 162%. The rest of India, unfortunately, did not do as well as we did. If only the rest of India did as well, we certainly would have reached the ambition of 5 trillion target in 2022 itself. Unfortunately, even though we are a performing state, we are penalized. Hyderabad Pharma City, which will be the world's largest pharma cluster, will not receive support from the government of India. Kakatiya Mega Textile Park, which is the largest park in India for textiles, has zero support from government of India. We will not receive new manufacturing clusters for electronics. We do not receive We were promised in the Act, Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, that industrial corridors would be promoted. Special incentives would be given for industrialization in the state of Telangana and Andhra. I speak for both states. Unfortunately, they have not materialized in 9 years. We need to ask these questions. We need to say, what was promised as part of the legislature, as part of an enactment, as part of a statute? If that is not honored, then where is the sanctity of calling ourselves the world's largest democracy? If we, in the abode of democracy, in the temple of democracy, the promises made are not kept, what is the sanctity of these institutions then? I'm asking a very serious question. My humble request to Government of India is, we may not be affiliated with you politically. That's the beauty of democracy. Not everybody is going to like you. I'm sure there are a lot of people in this room who don't like me. Fine, so be it. But the point is, beauty of democracy is divergence of opinion, divergence of our country, diversity of our country, the heterogeneity of this brilliant country. आप कौन होते हो डिसाइड करने वाले कि किसको क्या पहनना चाहिए, किसको क्या खाना चाहिए, किसको क्या बोलना चाहिए? ये कहाँ की रीत है? All I'm saying is, if you understand that India is a union of states, and if stronger the state, stronger the country, then encourage and pat us, incentivize performing states moving forward. Only then we'll see India as a first world country. Thank you.